stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
Histon. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Second and 11 at the 41. Now Carr. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at the Saints' defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you'd consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. He's on his way. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Houston.
Jordan. His second touchdown on the season. And the Oilers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Ready. Stroud off the play fake.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You look at the Saints defense.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stroud now on 2nd down. To the right side, into the... This is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Jordan, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Kamara up the middle. Nifty move. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
A quality run by Kamara. He's the same dependable and often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Carr going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 23, here's second down and 7. And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Slot man moves right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, Kamara.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Carr completes it. And he'll be outbounds after getting this one across the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now Carr. In trouble, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Carr to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
He completes it to Olave.
He got 29 yards that time. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson from 10 yards out.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Stroud to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Brandon,
so
thanks.
we've hit
A few
halftime
teams
all even
starting to
at
rise
14
to the top
apiece.
as it's time to take
As we'll
you
get
around
you
the
over to
NFL
Orlando,
here in
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Our quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Stroud sets up the play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On first down, Carr. That would complete downfield to Thomas. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Carr again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the third, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
Houston's offense taking over again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He's got room to roam.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch,
and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Oilers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. They go to the county fair.
Back now here on EA Sports.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. second down, here's Carr. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arc?
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On second down, it's Stroud. That one into the hands of Flowers.
First down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Walker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Kenneth Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Offside. Defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Over the middle to Smith. be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Carr to throw again. They complete it to Hill. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Carr will look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Stroud back to throw.
Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Oilers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 12. A minute 46 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Carr to throw. That's caught by Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
This is 1st and 10. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Carr.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,